Let's do, oh. Who cares? We're talking about celebration. What are we celebrating?
Our oldest daughter is getting baptized on Sunday. I didn't get a chance to try to live.
I wouldn't see it as celebrating.
I got that first week.
You did it.
Thanks,
Yes,
Thanks to Frank.
you helped out?
Yeah.
Right, and it's horrible.
It was a surprise. You still.
I said,
Yeah, I'm really sure. I'm gonna say, I'm dying right now. I have an appointment. Then make it happen.
That's awesome. Congrats on your first listing. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. What else? I'm gonna ask this a different way. So if you're in bold, right, you talked about family. And I think we talked about the fact that we have to fail and right. That failure is actually a beautiful thing, but as humans, we avoid it at all costs. I started this many years ago at the dinner table every night, celebrating what everybody had failed at for the day, right? Like, that's what I asked my kids at dinner, what did you fail at today? Like, what did you try that you didn't want to, or that you've been avoiding, and it just, like, it sucked or you blew it, right? What have you guys done different, tried, whatever? What have you failed at that we can really celebrate?
We're all awesome.
Say what?
We're all awesome. No, nobody failed. I don't really know.
We are awesome. That is true. And we get more awesome the more we grow, right? And growth is messy.
I would say that with journaling your goals, there's
Yeah.
2 questions in there. What did you do well today? And what have you learned? But when I feel like I failed today, and I don't know what to write in my journal, I start writing down what I did and and then as soon as you ask that question, my brain goes, and it might not have anything to do with business, you know,
That's okay.
but your brain starts, well, you did this, and you did this, and
I love
did
it.
that well, and I learned what didn't work today.
Yes, and that's why I'm bringing it up, right? Like, let's just talk about it, like, we tried something new, we didn't know if it would work, we risked being embarrassed, rejection, looking stupid, and we lived, right? Like that, we just have to keep reminding our brain that we can do hard things and we're okay, that everything is temporary, that's the point. Anybody else?
I tried teaching a class on my own last night without Rob and fasting all day, so I was very hangry and irritable when I survived.
I love this, so what we learned is that we need to eat before presenting. Duly noted, I'll make sure we note that for the calendar, make sure Buffy's had lunch, so you teach it too. Okay, anything else? I love it. By the way, whatever you're scared to do, like, and you're thinking, holy crap, what if I fail at? A lot of times, if you do the journal prompt, what's the worst thing that could happen? And then you just write. What you realize is that all these things that are so big in your head, and you go back and read it, it's not actually, you've been through way worse usually, like it's gonna be okay. Culture of the week, we're gonna start with a positive one, try before you quit. What does that mean to you guys?
So you pick back up and you
Right. Next, right, next, the sooner we just, I'm not saying to ignore the emotion, like we need to feel the emotion of things and then just, okay. Next.
That one's hard because they keep, there's that bowl law, there is no try. So I'm like, oh, no, we can't try, and it's like. That's what my brain went to.
Well, there is, I hear you, and so I would also say. There is no try in the way of. I've never reached out to a for sale by owner today. And I just do it. I just take action, I'm not gonna try to do it, I just make the phone call. And the phone call is not fantastic, right? Like it actually needs some improvement.
Yeah.
But I show up the next day and I make another phone call to a for sale by owner. Right, that's all it means, like we're just. I'm not giving up because I did it once and I didn't get that outcome, like I'm gonna test it for a while, right? Like, is it a win for me, or is it not? Not just saying, dude, that was uncomfortable, didn't feel good, and I just need to go back to my safety zone, which is actually not doing PJ, right? That's everybody's natural safety zone, for the record. Very
For the
few
record.
people really love that, okay? And waiting before you criticize, right? This just goes back to, in my opinion, like coming from curiosity. Like if we just ask questions, like we usually have an understanding, right? It's fascinating, like I think, I mean, we're humans, we just judge, it's just what happens. And yet, when you get to know people's life stories, what you realize is that, oh, they actually probably do those particular things because of A, B, C, and D, right? Just reserve all that. What does that mean for you guys? Talkative, I like it. Yeah, just curiosity, I think it's just another way to say it, right? Okay, clicker. And clicking. So. There are things coming up in the market center next week, and I don't know what they are when the clicker's not working. Kristen, do you know how this works? If it doesn't work, or can I hit this? I can. I don't, okay, we're having technical difficulties. Okay, gratitudes.
The mouse just has to be on the screen, not up at the taskbar. That's all. I'm doing.
You want to type?
I just watched it. Just kinda-
Be careful if you help us with tech, I'm just kidding. Thank you for that. Gratitudes? Yes.
I'm getting ready to go see my daughter in California for Thanksgiving and my family there.
I love it. That's amazing. I love Thanksgiving. This is one of my favorites. Other gratitudes? I want to say thank you to all of you as you're being very patient with things as we transition in the market center. Like you guys are being very patient. Like it's not happening just because of the NCA role. And yet, yeah, you guys have been very understanding and thank you. Like I am all in on the PD process, which feels good, that I can really take the time to find the right person. Any other gratitude? All right, let's do it. Birthday celebration. We have Ryan and Alexa. Who always has an Alexa? Like in the wee hours of the morning or the wee hours of the night, like, yeah. Happy birthday to you. When's your birthday?
On Thursday.
2 days.
Happy birthday. Here's what's coming up. 9 a.m. power hour with me. Hello, I was the only one here this week. Okay, so, you know, if you'd like to join me for some lead gen, that'd be amazing. 10 a.m. tech time with Lexi. Then, we have the client card giveaway day. And I also have cookie night that night, which is awesome. So tell all your friends and all the people. It's gonna be a busy day, okay? I love it. Tuesday, we have client conversations. The word class on at 11:30 on Tuesday. Then we're doing the option Friday, and our annual Thanksgiving potluck.
And you're making a bunch of turkeys.
I already said no to the turkeys. Once you guys told me how many people there were, I said absolutely no to the turkeys, but what I did do is recruit my mom. Because she is Betty Crocker, okay, like. I came home to fresh baked cookies. Now, this does not mean that I like. Was a great kid and I got along with my parents. I'm just saying, my mom can cook and she can bake. And so I said, I think that your pies could bring some big money. Cause she's the master. So she is cooking up the thing. So I'm excited to have her option, all the stuff. And then we have 1 to 2 o'clock. Are you guys telling your affiliates about this? If you're not, like, get the word out for sure for the potluck and sign up for your side dish. I think 3 people are signed up for a side dish.
What is the side dish?
We're gonna be real hungry,
It's been here.
really hungry. If we don't get people cooking some things, okay? So if you're coming, would you just do me a huge favor and just put it, just like ask Siri to remind you. To sign up for that side dish, right? So I know that we're gonna have some food for the luncheon. That would be so appreciated. And then 1 to 2 on Wednesday, Rachel is doing, how to explain in our settlement. Thursday, we will all be with our families, celebrating, right, and deep gratitude. And Friday, whatever it is you love to do, shopping, recovering. The office is gonna be closed, okay?
There you go, Chris.
Here, you just scan this right here.
Do it right here, right now.
Yep, just go ahead, pick up your phones. That's gonna take you to the link where you get to sign up for the side dish, okay? This is happening at 1 o'clock. I do believe Todd has agreed to be our auctioneer again, is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome, whether he did or didn't, he's in now. That's kind of what I said too. I volunteered in before I knew if he was available, quite honestly. So that's gonna be fun, I'm excited. Oh, DocuSign, so if you were here last week, didn't read the email, we moved that date. So everybody has plenty of time to come up with a plan with what they're doing with DocuSign. So just a reminder, you can still use .loop if you choose to purchase that on your own. Okay, it's cheaper to get it one-on-one. I know people were trying to get a whole group together. That's not, it's just not cost effective for you that way, if you do want to stay on .loop. Amanda's gonna support .loop. Your templates won't be loaded, that you will be responsible for, okay? So DocuSign, we're gonna have everybody transitioned over by January 1st. And then don't forget about the tech hour with Lexi. Career night, we talked about that. And then we have, oh, yes. Grow your profit share tree with Linda McKissick and Press. How many of you guys have been to this? Okay. How many of you know that Linda makes like $1 million just in profit share, right? So we just want to learn from the experts, like who would be mad about waking up to that on the 21st of every month, right? So this is virtual only. It looks like it's happening November 20th. 21st.
Well, it says two
Two different ones. We need to get clarity on that. And the time of day is anybody's guess, because I don't know how to do that screen, so.
1 P.M.
Oh, one, there we go. All the things. We're gonna get clarity on this, we're gonna send it back out to you, that's what's gonna happen with that. So that's gonna be all about how to build that. This is. No, this picture, He's hilarious. I have a video from probably 2017 when we did a karaoke situation as a team meeting with him doing a number in an ugly Christmas sweater. I'm gonna use it as blackmail maybe, I don't know, but someday we're gonna play that soon, and I can't wait. So Mike has agreed to do a CMA class. This is coming up on December 4th at 1 o'clock, right? Even if you've been to
It's 10.
you guys, weird. Oh, yeah, I get it. And I don't even know where the one, I just saw the one and went with it. Okay, details, my brain's moving faster than I am. Okay, so this is not like a Keller Williams course, right? This is Mike putting this together and just highlighting how he gets to his number. This came up in our top 20% mastermind last month, and we were just talking through this, and I've heard new agents talk about not knowing how to do it. I want to highlight just some experienced agents and do this hopefully like once a month, so you guys can have for a little bit. So you guys can have just different views on how people really look for the magic numbers, right? Any questions on that? Where did this picture come from? That was my question. Okay, family reunion, we're already talking about it, I love it. February 17th through the 21st in Vegas. My understanding is like we're in Vegas for family reunion for the next maybe 2 years or something. Is that right? Does anybody know? I don't know, but it's Vegas this year. Okay. How many of you have been to family reunion? Oh, I love it. Guys, like a whole lot of you. All right, very, very good. So, you know, Gary says, like, when we're looking at planning for the next year, right? First thing we put on the calendar is our training and education. So if you want to attend this, just go ahead and put it on your calendar right now. Just go ahead and buy the ticket. Because if your brain is telling you, oh, I want to wait and see how things are going, that never happens typically for agents, right? Like you just don't get there. So plan it in advance for this. I'm excited to go. I haven't been to one in a long time. Yeah. Anything anybody wants to add about family reunion? Okay.
It's a great place to network, meeting agents from all over the world. I'm working with 2 referrals from people from Florida moving up right now. And the agents that I met called me and they're like, hey, I got someone to move to your area. So it does pay off.
Yes, that's amazing. I love that. I'm a great networker, I'm gonna be honest, but there's somebody else that, I don't know, that I've talked about with somebody here, and everything they wore was branded, and that was their whole goal, right? Is just the agent referral part of it. That's huge, that's amazing.
And Misty, just FYI, on Mondays, just if you haven't been, it is worth the money. It's $299. You get in a room with Gary Keller. It's called CEO Summit. If you're gonna make the trip, spend $299 more. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. I do it every year, and I probably get more out of that than, I can't say the whole thing, but it's one of my top.
It's one of your
2
top
items
things
that
to attend.
anytime that I attend, because you're in a room for about probably like 100 people on Gary Keller. I mean, it's insane. He's right there. He has great speakers.
Open to everyone or just like certain GCF?
Anybody.
I think it's anybody tune it. Yeah, you just have to pay the, and I just noticed today when we got an email that was sent out that they're already starting to register. But it's up and close and personal, and you know, it's the top people, and then Gary brings in awesome people. So
I think it's the best part of the whole
to
event.
me too. I mean, it's, again, it is worth every single penny to get in that room. And I'm always one because all the Max people are in a class up until then, so I'm usually like in the second row, I mean, which is awesome. Every year, it's just amazing, so.
Thank
Yeah.
you, but thank you for
Yeah.
saying that wasn't a thing before, and I
It is.
think you have mentioned it, but I didn't know really
They
the
usually
details.
have like, don't they, it's like 4 or 5 authors, I
Yes.
mean, and like Tim Grover has been there, I mean. They have people that speak to like your mindset, your health, I mean, Gary and Jay always kick it off, that was my
Yeah.
favorite part last time.
Last year was Cody Sanchez, and she's,
Amazing.
anyway, it just like every year, I'm like, that was the first time like Ryan, exactly what to say. I think he spoke
Who was the
there.
girl that did all the gambling? Molly
Yeah,
Fletcher
Fletcher,
spoke.
and
Like
so-
the poker lady, she did.
They'll have like,
Oh, she's
they have 4 or 5 people, I mean,
And they're all like
just back to back.
well famous people that come in there, and then, like I said, for $299 to get in that room, it's insane. I mean,
It's
so
really good.
if you're gonna spend the money, go sign up for that.
Like you're already like there, right? Like, okay, so I hear you say that's for the investment.
What are we talking about for a family reunion ticket these days?
Okay,
$1,300.
they're $12.99. Yeah, they're $12.99, and I'll give you just a hack. You know somebody in coaching that's not going, usually people will drop them a little bit less. And as it gets closer, in the family reunion pages, you'll see people selling for less. Just always, if you do that route, always verify in the white
So
pages.
there's some
Cause
fraud.
there are lots of scammers in there, but like, yeah, you can usually get them for less than that. if
The
you-
pre-sale
Like-
at a discount, but we're 3 months ahead, that's our.
Yeah, they just-
$12.99.
Yeah, that's the price. Okay, so there we go with that, people. And if you're not so deep, go sign up for coaching for a few months and get your ticket for free. Right?
I am
Yep.
on board with that. That is actually genius. What you said? Go
Max coaching.
sign up for Max Coaching, where you get a free family reunion ticket.
Take, yeah, I mean, like, do that. Get 2 or 3 months of coaching, get your ticket covered, and now you've got some value from that.
1 year commitment is.
Not anymore, not for a long time, month to month. Yep.
I love that. I didn't know that either. I am learning all kinds of new things today. Look at me go. Okay, I love it. Okay, we are gonna have a conversation on the one thing that your fearless leader, Tara, who am I doing? Yeah, is gonna lead. That is correct.
Do we have a set of sheets?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, are you guys ready? Does everybody have this? Has anybody been to the One Thing retreat in Austin? Have you been?
Not job, no.
Okay, online? Yeah, so, this retreat is taught by, Derek, I will call you back, I promise. How do I get, does this not work? It's the pointer, what are you trying to do? I was gonna move that thing up. Okay.
Yeah. I
So
didn't
we're
know
gonna
that.
do this exercise. Okay, ready? Everybody have a pen? We're gonna do this in person. Okay. We have plenty of time. Start then. Nice. How many of you guys have done a core values exercise, like in bold or something similar? Okay, so. This is a similar thought. So I just went down to Austin and did the One Thing retreat. There are a lot of people that attend this that are in real estate and not in real estate. And Bo and I went, and we got really crystal clear clarity on our goals for 2025. They've been doing this for 9 years. And like, most people go and they just keep coming back, right? So you have a day and a half of planning and getting clear on your values, on your goals. You can go as an individual, you can go with your significant other, which is pretty cool. But this is how we started it. And we're gonna do this core values exercise, and so here's the thing. I've done a core values exercise probably 5 or 10 times, we do it in the ALC advances and things like that. But this is what this says, for this season of your life. And what I did learn in this retreat is your core values can change. So we kind of like default to either who we are, or so we default to our actual values, or a lot of us default to what we would consider aspirational values, who we'd like to see ourselves as. And the goal of this is to do your actual values. So I want you to think about it this way, like, I'll give you an example. Let me find a word here. Let's see. I love to travel. I love to travel and I aspire to travel. But traveling is not a core value of mine. And the way you identify core values is things that are non-negotiables for you. And actually things that when people are doing the opposite of it, it triggers you. So I actually selected my core values. And when I started talking about it, I had to mark one out and change it, because what I realized is efficiency was not on the list. And efficiency is one of my core values. Like, my husband is a squirrel. You all have met him. Extreme ADHD. It takes 2 turns to get to our office in Lexington. We come out, we get to the first light, and he started turning the wrong way. I literally have to say, take a right. And then we get to the second light, and he wants to go straight, he wants to go right, and I want to scream. Because what I feel is we're wasting time. And when we're wasting time, something's not getting either service or taken care of, or a person or something's not getting done. So like, I learned by doing this for myself. I think I initially had like, making an impact, courage, and something else. And I had to mark it off and say, no, efficiency. Every day when we get behind, it's a trigger. So when you think about for yourself, things that trigger you and other people, when they don't show up that way, could be a core value. I'm gonna give you time, we're gonna set a timer. So you wanna look for values that drive your behavior, not for things you're striving for. You want to identify values with similar meanings. So I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes, and you're gonna go through, you're gonna cross off everything that's not you. And then you're gonna have like 30 left. We have to get down to 3. So you'll look and you'll go, okay, what things sound the same? So for example, friendship and community. Those are kind of both a relational thing, so you've got to decide which one of those is more a core value for you, right? We're gonna eliminate based on groups, decide which is better and discard the rest, and then repeat until you're down to 3 core values, okay? So I'm gonna set a timer. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes. We'll see how far we get. So just go through first, strike everything that doesn't feel like it's a core value. They're all good words, right? And then we'll go back through and we'll strike again. If your word's not there, you can write it. Like we need some like Jeopardy music. Really aggressive. We need some practice on
Hey.
Are you ready? It's so hard.
They have more words on this one than the old one, lot more.
I'm gonna think today.
Who's the main character?
I'm sorry, people.
Never.
I just wanted my own brain. A lot. Keep moving. How are you guys doing? It's been 4 minutes. You can be all of the things, but not all of them are your core values. All right, I'm gonna give you like 1 more minute. Here we go. Down to 3, down to 3. Craig is fun. Is one of yours fun?
What's that?
Is one of yours fun?
No, it was for the end.
Huh?
It was for the end. But
Really?
that's not good.
There was a guy sitting next to me at this event and his was fun. And he was like, no, it's not fun, I'm not doing it. Yeah.
That's exactly what.
Okay,
Wow.
go fast, go fast. Do we have time to like go around and everybody share one of their top three?
Yeah, 136. Yeah, we got the third one.
One of your top 31? Oh my gosh.
You want us to get it down on the first round, and how many? I'm like, in this round?
Well, you got a minute.
Need more time then.
Yeah, she can do the strips.
Hopefully you're getting down.
We did.
Yeah.
So let's share, we're gonna go around actually. We'll just go around in a, like a snake. Todd, you can stay for this part.
Wish I could think.
What's your value? What's your number one value? Yeah,
Serve and fun.
fun. Oh my gosh, see, we do have a fun in here. Service, I love that. Thank you, Todd. All right, who's up? Who wants to start the snake? Yes.
Right.
Growth. Love that. Family.
Just your one of your.
One of your top three. What you got?
Acceptance.
What was it?
Acceptance.
Acceptance. Really good.
Apparently you don't accept that my answer.
Great, authenticity. Love that.
I have, mine for your integrity, health, and patience.
Integrity, health, and safety. Optimization in the family.
Loyalty, family, and business.
I have a lot of, I'll choose, family, job security, and,
Very good. Wait, how about you guys? If you don't want to do all three.
Giving back, family, learning.
Have joy. Joy. Family, teamwork, and knowledge. I won't forget you guys. You're getting nervous. Yes. Who wants to go first?
I have growth, legacy, and perseverance.
Growth, legacy, and perseverance.
I'm gonna say freedom.
Freedom. I love that. Good.
My mom is faith, family, fun.
Did you pick it that way or those are?
I got stuck there. Couldn't get that.
Fun. I feel like there's a plaque somewhere that says that. That's really good. Huh? Huh, Hobby Lobby?
There is that sign.
I hear stinky. Yeah. It's marketable.
Still trying to eliminate. I'm pretty sure that like respect and learning are gonna be in my top two, but I have to still
Keep going.
do the process.
I like it. Okay, Angie,
One of them is learning.
learning. See that?
I think if you have excuses, what do you do to improve that skill or different things, so.
Yeah.
And I love how you explain it a little different, because core values, I think, oh, family and faith and all that, but if somebody else doesn't have those, the trigger, I love how you explain that, because probably some of my core, because I would always say faith and family, but if somebody doesn't have faith or family, does it trigger me? Just, I love that explanation. It made me think a little deeper about the core value, so.
Yeah, one of my first one I wrote down was courage, which is like a really big thing for me. Like I feel like it's a defining word, but it's something I pick. It's not like, actually, I changed that one to wholeheartedness, because when people don't play all in my world, it really bothers me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, one I choose and I want to be that, and the other is like, kind of a non-negotiable, right? Yeah. Impact, integrity, and collaboration. Very good. Yeah.
I said authenticity, resourcefulness.
Love it. Authenticity, resourcefulness, and growth. I know, and you have a.
What you got?
I got five.
Okay. I'm gonna stop there because
Okay.
it's coming out.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 different things that they have to go through, so this is like top 5 out of 5 different sections.
Okay.
Belonging, efficiency, excellence, intuition, and
Love it. I had a feeling efficiency was in there because you ran a
Because your first class. Okay, how about you guys? What do you got? Ally's ready.
She sure is.
What do you got?
Balance, home, and courage.
Balance, home, and courage. What do you got, Tristan? Order.
That's good.
I do.
Or I'm gonna be honest, I've read through the whole list. And yeah, like one of my core values is gonna be authenticity.
Yeah.
There's so many.
So many, so like, that's a cool exercise.
What was the question that you asked that had you be thinking differently?
Like, if you see someone acting in the opposite of it, it like triggers you. So like, that's how we identified efficiency was mine, because it drives me crazy when people waste time. Like, it literally drives me crazy, and I'm very specific with my time. So if there's things in your world that when the opposite of that value happens, it really bothers you, it could be an indication of a core value.
Speaking of authenticity.
Okay. So what do you think we do with these words? If this is true of who we are, like what can we use these words for in our life? I would give it that too, because things can change, right? Because like, there are people out there.
Nine.
One word that changes, and one guy, you said security. One guy stood up and his was security, and he said the first year he did it, it was the top of his list, and then it went down, and then it went down, and this year he took it completely off. Like, he realized that that's not what he wanted something different. So what do we do with these words?
Let's figure out how to apply them
How you apply them?
in your day. Schedule.
Non-negotiables, or your non-negotiables, and it should be in like how you set your goals and how you live life and how you do business, it should be a.
Who you align your, like, who you partner with, who you, like, this is something, I don't know if I've shared this, but, Diana Kukoska, I was with her one day, and she was talking about core values. And she said, Tara, like, the alignment of values will make or break kind of the opportunity. And I was like, really? She said, yeah, because, you might have a value to be efficient. And somebody else might have a value to, be in integrity. Sometimes when we're moving very quickly, we miss things. And that person of integrity is gonna go, we need to slow down and get this 100%. Does that make sense? Neither one of those are bad. It's just when you're running through life with people, a little misalignment in core values in partnerships that are really close could cause friction. It can also help, like, my husband and I have different core values, and sometimes that helps us. Because we get to like pull each other back to center, maybe, that's why opposites attract. That's why opposites attract, right?
I just want to second what Angie was saying, because I was looking at, I think a lot of times we don't always know how the GPS flows into the 411, like all of that, and that's what I was going to teach today, and then you sent the packet, and I was like, after being in Quantum Leap with Gary, what he said that day was, what were the 5 core values that you decided upon
to raise your children by. And I was like, oh my God, was I supposed to do that? Like. I have kids, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you that is not where my head was at that time. And at first I thought, how's that I didn't think that, right? But also, it's just never too late. Like, how am I parenting my kids today? Like, what are the most important values to raise them by? So I think that being in alignment is so huge. Like, when you know this, it's easier to set up BPS in your 411. It's just revisiting, like, okay. The authenticity, who you were meant to be.
Yeah, they went from this exercise into the seven circles,
Love it.
which is basically like all the areas of your life and the balance. So this truly defines the entire goal setting. Yeah. I don't know if we shared it, but I do have a QR code or have a link to register for that. And they are on their like super early bird pricing on Friday.
When is it?
November, it'll be next November 7th. I only do it once a year.
So you're looking for kids.
It's not called, it's, we are single, there's a couple, like,
Oh, sure.
but yeah,
Sure.
everybody can come, yeah. Okay. Anything else? Listening, what do they have, what do they need? The inventory. Anybody have any coming office exclusive, coming soon, listing inventory, buyers? Do we need to write this down? I can do it, I'll do it, or we can get a transcriber, I'll do it. Okay, what have we got?
I'm looking at 726 Chestnut, East Chestnut in Jacksonville. We just reduced the price to $159 yesterday. Sellers willing to give a $4,000 buyer concession, however they want to use it. It's a really low price. It should sell really quickly. Love if it would be one of you guys. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. One of those bedrooms has a sloped ceiling, so it the purpose can just use it for an office or a nursery or whatever. It's not a full height ceiling in that bedroom.
What's the price on that?
159.
And then doing 4,000 what?
4,000 towards either closing costs or if they want to do an upgrade or whatever they would do. And then I have a second one, 7812 Linwood, LIN. And that's at 289. It's a 3.2. It's only 2 years old. And the seller has added a sunroom, screened-in sun porch in the back, and you know, she put a water stopper in. 289 on that house is about $20,000 lower than the builder that's building them new now. And so it's an incredible value. It looks brand new. No pets, no kids. A single lady owned it, lived in it gently. Awesome deal. Thank you.
So if you got somebody looking for something kind of unique with a river, like access to Blue River doesn't come along real often, so in DePaul, it's only about 35 minutes from here, probably about maybe 40 minutes, but got a half a mile of Blue River frontage. So the whole south side of the property is Blue River, and it's 78 acres, and a home, a couple barns. It's priced at $675.
Hi, Misty. I heard that. Hi, Misty. 775.
675.
Here's my problem. The Abbey Mossy Rock.
Yeah, and it's got a house on it, 4 bedrooms, full basement, two kitchens.
Good driver to bring up kids. They're just a follow place on the river. Okay.
Hold on. 317 Aspen Court. Selling for is a 2-1. If they're first and home buyers, look, someone with downside. Or, could be a good risk property as well, and it's 1 for 1 session.
Yeah.
1260 Vance Ave. You all
Man,
Vance. It's a 3-1, a lot of upgrades since 2018, and then roof HVAC, 4 painted, new range probably.
Price.
259.9. Yeah. 455. 455. Acusia. Acusia, ACC. Yeah. That's Barksdale Christian. Yeah, Barksdale is gonna be 4.2 to 1.5, so 4 1.5, 2099.
I have one, 3221 Lakewood. Lakewood Boulevard. Okay. Here you go, it's 3 bedrooms, can be 4, 3 bathrooms, 3 full bathrooms. And it is for 379 pounds. 379 pounds.
Next up, Taylor Hopkins. The 3-2 of the basement and Princeton Yard. Shed, not let's forget it. Don't forget it later. 229.
Have one that is coming next week. And that one is 127 Arnold Court. Okay. No, Arnold, yeah. New York, I think. The 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. All new construction is gonna be 250. New construction. Yeah. New construction? Yeah. Where's it at?
Anybody else have anything you need or questions or? I think we have is there 12 claims or not tonight today?
We do.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stick around for that. Great, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, that's it. They're right. Every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that, but
I see it faster, but. And I scheduled the showing, so I'm gonna make, yeah, I did one for them about. No, I have to get out. You gotta go, you need to go get out. I'll get out in a few minutes. You got to go. Well, I got 1:30, it's already. And then I'm gonna pick up.
You all.
Here's something good.
Now, what do they have?
You're fine.
What do they have?
Well, they're pre-approved for 179.9, but.
Oh, then that's perfect.
I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is she just doesn't know what she wants to do. Like I showed her that house that, Amy had put in a list, the 13 offers. And she just don't know what she wants to do. I just sold her condo not too long.
All these appliances are there. Even
Yeah.
the washer and dryer. Like it's all new. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what she wants to do.
I mean, if you just take her to go see it, she might make up her mind.
I just tell
It's like, I mean, just.
I'll see you, like, it's, she's all, I don't know. Cause she just don't know what she wants to
Tell her
do.
what she needs to do. I have a. Maybe
it's
that's
that
where you
friend-
need to tell her, this is what you want.
Well, it's that friend that, yeah, you can tell her what she needs to do, but, she doesn't always take that advice. And she always makes the wrong mistake,
So tell her not say, you should not buy this house.
listen to me.
It would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then she'll probably, yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a mistake. Yeah. And then she'll, or wait, not a mistake.
no,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, like that.
I would not recommend buying this.
Okay, I'll buy it. Yeah.
Cause that's why I was like, oh, that teeny one that, on Chester, Lisa has. She's just worried about that. Oh, just mortgage payment.
Is it her by herself or?
Yes.
See, that would be perfect for her.
I know.
She'll have an extra bed. Yeah.
I'm sure the clients
I know.
the agent's really
Do
great.
you know someone? Oh, the agent.
So what were you?
Oh. Okay. You don't have to use like music and probably get it. They can spend 3 days in there. I would allot more time than you think you're gonna wanna be, is what I'm saying. Have fun, be safe. She just showed me, she's like, you're gonna, there was somebody this sitting here with like hundreds of pigeons on them. They're New York City, I mean, it is, okay. Wild, and I love it, sending me pictures.
Okay,
Send me pictures.
it's 2:00. I have masterminds at 2.
Thank you, Ally. You are fortunate.
So I was trying to hurry. You're saving me today. I appreciate you. Oh God, this could be one of my kids' schools. I'm gonna ignore it and pretend like I didn't see that.
What's going to do? How can I help you for the rest of the day? Honestly, I'm in back-to-back appointments, so, and when I needed to be 2 places at once, I got that covered. Amazing. So I feel really good. Okay.
Honestly,
Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I was very late though.